David, there's a saying in the English word is when they're like, oh, is it your family? Is it an external family or your immediate family?
Yeah.
When it comes to Tonga or Tongans, is there such a thing as an external or immediate family?
Yeah, so the Tongan system, the smallest unit for Tongan is a kainga, and a kainga is always an extended family. The word family, that's a transliteration that came with Western culture. The smaller nuclear family. It's something that we didn't have as Tongans. For us Tongans, the smallest unit was kainga, and that was it. We begin with the kainga, and so we've always lived in a extended family. From the kainga comes the ha'a, and then from the ha'a all the way up to the different level. So that's why it doesn't really make sense for Tongans to say, what's your nuclear family? Because for us, the nuclear family or the smallest unit was always the kainga for us.
And then it shows when we migrate. I know, David, you migrated to Hawaii, and many has migrated to New Zealand, Australia, and around the world. When you go into a Tongan home, it doesn't matter where in the world, you see a lot of people staying in one household. And then I think us giving the perspective in this way, the diaspora and also the people who are not Tongan would find out the reason why we live like this in households around the world.
Yeah, and that's a really great system for support. So the Tongans don't always feel lonely. You go to places, you always have a kainga there, and that you get that support. And even when Christianity came, we turned our kainga of the church to kainga lotu. They are another form of kainga. So we're always surrounded by a family or collective group that is always bigger than the nuclear family. And I think this is why sometimes Palangi are confused when you say, oh yeah, that's my cousin, that's my cousin, that's my cousin. Everyone is your cousin, because for us Tongan, we know the family and the way we relate to one another. Yeah.
And also can lead on to the way we were raised. Myself and my older sister and my sister just under me were raised by my grandma. And the rest of my siblings were raised by my parents, but we all grew up together. There's a saying in Tongan, or give that one to me for me to raise. And it all ties into the way we live and the way we see family.
Yes, like myself, I was raised by my grandparents, my maternal grandparents. My parents lived in Tonga. My grandparents live in Salt Lake City, Utah. So I migrated early and lived with them and some of my other siblings. So the older one was raised by my grandparents. The younger ones were raised by my parents. So this is very common in Tongan household to be raised by other members of your kainga, and it really brings people close and so forth.
Whanonga ki e maupolo kalama whilafo aki i YouTube a pehe whaki ki Spotify.
New and exciting.
88.6 FM Radio Nuku Alofa.